everybody. Welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And you know I love bringing in the experts. Yes, I do. But you also know I love doing what I do. And one of the things that I love to do the most is production. I recently got into film production. We're already doing documentaries, and I've been doing talk shows, you guys know, for 18 years plus. But today, we're bringing in somebody who truly understands the game of Hollywood and understands film production. So if you've been wondering, how do I connect with people? How do I get into the business of production? How do I make all of my projects reach the world without having to go through, the three majors? We won't name them right now, but they're on everybody's TV channel. Sit right there. We'll be right back.
Emmett, do you want to play with me? Yeah, I can't play right now. I'm doing show notes.
All right, welcome back. As you know, women are taking the film industry by storm, television, international distribution. We're kind of all over the place. You can't stop us now. So I got one of the best, man. And she's also left-handed, and she also is a T or a Tess. Tess Cacciatore is here. We're going to talk about production. Hey, Tess, what's happening?
Hey, I have to also mention, not only are we both left-handed, hello all left-handers, but we're both Teresa with an H.
There it is.
Yes.
I didn't know if you wanted,
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted your God-given name out there.
Oh,
it's
I give God-given everything out there. It's there for sharing.
You're so welcome. I'm so glad you could be here. I mean, I just want to sit and just learn from you, because you've been doing this thing called Hollywood for, 6 months, a year, something like that, right?
Probably decades. Don't want to age myself out of the conversation, but yeah, ever since I graduated from college. My mom tells me that when I was 5 that I said I wanted to move to New York and be a dancer, and that I did right after college. And
Wow.
I did almost a whole decade in my 20s in New York, and then I said I'm off to Hollywood because this sunny weather is so beautiful here.
I know we have a lot to talk about, but you just mentioned something that I gotta, just kind of key on. Aren't you excited that Broadway is back? I mean, it seems like everything is open again, and they're finally back on stages. They were one of the slower. They were even behind Vegas here with our stages. Isn't it great?
It is so amazing, and I'm really excited. One of my dear friends plays Dumbledore in Harry Potter, so I keep on the inside track of what's happening in the Broadway world. But also, I just have to do a shout out to my dear friend Lords Lane, and we have a fabulous musical that's Broadway bound. It's going to be in Carnegie Hall. By the time this airs, Carnegie Hall would have already gone, but it's called Super You. So keep an eye out for it, and we'll talk about it later as well.
Okay, so then we're going to have a team meeting conveniently in New York, to go see Harry Potter, right? This is what we're doing?
Yes, of course. And they do it differently, but I'll tell you more about that later, because I know we have so much to dig into with regard to
Definitely.
That is my key word here, and I love doing production. I love talking about it, and I love meeting other production gurus like you.
That is so awesome. Thank you. I'm trying to get to guru status like you are. Now, with everything you've got going on, I mean, you got a new series coming out, The Right Turn, that's coming up.
Yes.
But you decided that you wanted to start this nonprofit on top of that. I mean, this whole movement, it's not just it's a movement, the Global Women's Empowerment Network. When do you sleep? When do you have time
That's
to
a good
sleep?
question. I might be sleeping right now and you don't know it. I love my life because I feel like I've finally been able to get purpose and passion combined. When I started production, I always was philanthropic ever since I was a child. But back in 1993, I started an organization called the World Trust Foundation, and we did a lot of work globally, empowering young people. We had the Young Leaders Program. We had the Earth Heroes Program. I've been going to Africa since 2000, which is 22 years. I've done work in Asia, South America, Europe. I've done a lot of work as a media accredited journalist of the United Nations. And so I was loving to merge not only the philanthropic in the entertainment industry, but I also throw technology in there too, which I know is a common ground for the two of us. So
Yes, it is very much.
those are my three lanes to live my purpose and passion, which is transforming lives through the power of storytelling.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell me, we got to pick one. Let's see. What do you want to start? Do we want to start with Gwen, or do we want to start with The Right Turn? Which one do
So
we go with?
it's all kind of encompassing. So
Okay.
when I the World Trust Foundation still exists, but in 2012 we started Global Women's Empowerment Network, which is our nonprofit arm, which is what we do with humanitarian reach, with education, entrepreneurship, and inspiring not only women, but I always say we do Gwen with the men. We do a lot of young people's programs. So Global Women's Empowerment Network is a 501c3, which is a nonprofit. We also have an NGO, which is non-governmental organization in Africa,
Wow.
called Gwen Global Initiatives. And then Gwen Global is our overarching brand, almost if you would think like Nike and the Nike Foundation.
Okay.
So Gwen Global is our overarching brand, and inside that brand is our production world. So we have music and books and films, documentaries, TV series. So Right Turn, the Right Turn series falls under the TV series. So
Nice.
it's all encompassing.
So when you put all this together, you're on that production side. Usually production and distribution kind of run side by side, but they don't overlap. But now with all the modern technology, OTT streaming, everything that's going on, now people are becoming companies and producers like yourself are not only producing content, but you're distributing content as well, correct?
Absolutely. So, with regard to The Right Turn, my producing partner and myself, Tara Bennett Smith, we created this originally scripted series. And during COVID, we decided from the very beginning that we were just going to complete the whole thing. So, we have 8 episodes, season 1, and we're taking it to the major platforms.
That's
So,
awesome.
all the major unmentionables, and we'll be able to announce soon what company and platform we've decided to go with. But then on the streaming side, like Eclipse, where you and I are
Mhm.
mixing in with Denise and Nick and Tom and all the beautiful people over there, we have the ability to put more original content in there, maybe talk shows or special live streams, pay-per-view. So it gives us the freedom to be able to build our own infrastructure and our own satellite within our own company of content, and to be able to collaborate as well. I'm very big about collaboration.
And it's making production and distribution limitless. I mean, whether you have a tiny budget and you're doing something independent with your little phone or your camera, you can manage to get it on, some of these other platforms that are out there, especially web platforms. And then you get the professionals that are truly, this is their gift. And now they're not so restrained by the bigger production companies or the bigger distribution platforms saying, we don't have room for you this year. Maybe next year. Maybe we shelve it. You can kind of just take it and go on your own, especially with Eclipse. I mean, come on, being on Eclipse is like you can reach the world. What is it? 194 countries, I believe Eclipse is going to reach.
Absolutely. And when the satellites come in, we'll be able to give free education and telemedicine and all kinds of beautiful programs and humanitarian outreach. So I'm really excited about what the future holds, because it was my vision in 1995 when I wrote this 75-page vision quest business plan before a lot of this was even technically capable. But
Yeah.
I, like you, have been in behind the scenes in technology for a long time. So I've been able to, and I know you have too, just to see where the arc of where we're going, because all the visionaries back then, we were all talking about where we could go. And here
Yeah.
we are. So it's so exciting.
And it's funny because back then we were talking about it and we're waiting for technology to catch up. And now technology is caught up. And I don't know about you, but I just want to flood it with as much great quality content that I possibly can. And I just saw that 2-minute warning go by. And I'm telling you, Alan's clock is fast.
It's so fast, but I do want to bridge in just a little bit more of Gwen with technology very quickly. If
Yes,
you go to your
please.
smartphone, you can download the Gwen Alert for free. And I encourage everyone to do it because it's good for campus safety, natural disasters, traveling alone, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So especially in the crazy world we're living in, right? But this Gwen Alert allows you to download 5 of your trusted company, family and friends. And if you're ever in an emergency, you push that big green Lotus button in the middle and it sends out a GPS location of where you are at the time of trouble. And it also does a video surveillance. So I'm really excited to be on getting ready for version 3 right now. We've been out since 2012. So download Gwen Alert.
That'll be awesome. I got to download Gwen Alert. And before we get cut off, I need to ask you, and I'm going to ask you now, if it's okay, after the close, we can run the trailer of The Right Turn, because we really didn't talk about it that much. And can you just give them a really quick overview of what The Right Turn is about?
Original scripted series starring Tara Bennett Smith. I'm the director of the series. It is about an empty nester, 50-something, who is ready for the next chapter in her life. And there's a lot of drama, intrigue, romance, and more.
That is amazing. I want to thank you so much for being on. I hope you'll come back next time and we could just focus on one topic and dig deep. Because
yes, this is the overarching.
Yeah, this is the big overarching. Yes. I thank you so much for being on the show today. Tess, my left-handed sister, you are amazing.
You're amazing too, Tigo. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't go anywhere. Literally, when I shut up, we're going to run the trailer for The Right Turn, because you want to know what it's about, because when it hits, I'm going to be the first one watching it. So you don't want to miss it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you come back next time. And for all you wannabe filmmakers, now's the time, man. Now's the time. Hit us up. We know how to get your stuff out there. Okay. I'm Tigo, and I'll talk to you next time.